Hello everyone, I'm Chester44 and welcome to this Let's Play of Blades of Avernum. Last episode, we made our way through this big central area in what was actually a clever way of working the fight. I did kinda like it, and it didn't reach frustration levels for me. I managed to get through it. Also, once again, it's been a week, so there have been some developments and comments from... Jesus, spider. There have been some developments and comments from the developer of this scenario, Kalandon, and one or two other people. Most notably the fact that I have been missing a lot of crap. There's apparently been a lot of artifacts, and spells, and hidden passages that I haven't noticed, including both levels of Major Heal. So, I missed out on that. How wonderful. I don't know where Divine Warrior is. I don't think we've actually encountered it. Nobody mentioned it. But, yeah. So, best heal spell available in the game, and I didn't get it. Yay. Anyway, it's time to head up to the upper portion of this place. Hopefully we can find Ethass at last. Interestingly, I just want to note, a couple episodes ago I mentioned how we don't know if it's really Althanazaria or Hathnazriak, and I figured the way we'd know would be, if we saw demons, it would be Hathnazriak. If we didn't see demons, it could go either way. So far, we haven't seen demons. So it still could go either way. Let's head up and find out. Climb the stairs. You ascend the stairs up the tower in the middle of Thanapolin. Your skin tingles. Somewhere nearby is powerful magical energy, perhaps with Ethass alongside it. Alright. Behind this door you can hear the sound of Sliths shouting. Something significant must be going on back there. And there are a lot of different voices, including a lot of different Sliths. You will need to beat a hasty retreat once you arouse the expedition of this large group. That means that if you want to explore anything else, you should do that first. This door is very solidly locked. It is not likely that you will be able to get it open. Alright then. In here are the cells in which prisoners are kept, but Ethass is not here. One of the cells bears her name on a plaque inside, but she is not in it. Alright, wait. Okay, that jailer is not... Well, that was easy. Oh, we can open up these jail doors. You know what? Let's see if there's anything hidden on these... in these prison cells. Just to see. This cell looks recently lived in, and the sign on the wall says Ethass. You have no doubt that she has been here recently, but she is not being kept here now. She must be nearby, though. And no hidden passages. Alright, let's take a look in here. This must be the personal library of the Lord of the City. Surely there is something interesting in here, if only you can find it. Alright, let's look through here. Nothing on those bookshelves. Nothing there. On these shelves you find what appears to be a spellbook. It is very small, but in good condition. It is perhaps large enough to contain one spell. You open it and discover that it actually contains no writing in it yet. What a disappointment. A pity. Nothing there. Alright. Obviously, the answer is hidden passage. So let's see if we can find it. is certainly not on the right side, but... Oh, really? So, nothing. There's something way down there, though. Interesting. Alright. Well, I've used up a lot of spell energy, so let's regain it and then go through this. Why did I go out the south side? That was a stupid way to go. Hold on. Oh, right, I can't turn it. Pity. Oh, jeez. Right, regain the spell energy. Oh yes, I also had someone complain to me about that magic wand that I happened to discard of some time ago. Basically saying, why the hell did you do that? It was a bow weapon. My defense is that while the description said bow, the type said throne. And throne I don't use. Nobody does. Hopefully I can be excused for that. Alright. Alright. If we're gonna be dealing with a big fight in here, let's prep up. Get all our spells cast. Major Haste. Radiant Shield. War Blessing. War Blessing. And... we'll cast Protection later on if we need to. You begin to open this door, and then suddenly you realize that it has a trap. A teleport trap. Before you can remove your hand, there is a flash and you are somewhere else. You are inside the room you were entering, but you are at the end. You can see Ethass. No longer possessed by the goddess, she looks all too mortal as she walks forward.
So you have come for her, Fox. I know why you have come,
He continues.
I know her value to you. But you cannot have her. She is a shell now, her mind so easily ripped from this body, now unable to resist any of my commands. You shall see.
He turns to Ethass, but something goes awry.
Vakos, you are a liar. What? Who are you?
You can see the goddess falter for a moment. If she reveals herself as Hathnazriak, these sliths will get on their knees and worship her. However, they will expect her to kill you immediately. If she reveals herself as Althanazaria, these sliths may not know that Althanazaria and Hathnazriak are the same goddess, and in that case they would know only that she was a good goddess, not one of their foul pantheon. They might still fight. You can see the two halves of the goddess warring on her face. She has been Hathnazriak for aeons, but something made her decide to change, and that something is exerting a powerful force now. She decides.
I am the goddess Althanazaria. Althanazaria, you are our enemy! Kill her!
The barbaric sliths move to attack, but the standoff is not over yet. At this moment, two newcomers teleport into the room. It's Lae'gr and Pithos.
Lay not a hand on my love. Prepare to meet your god, Kalora Nak the Liar, face to face.
And so battle is joined. You will fight alongside Lae'gr and Pithos for the first time, hoping to save Ethass. You hope for a moment that the goddess will intervene and give some divine help, but it appears that she cannot. She is busy defending Ethass's body from attackers. Alright then. Bless on all party hostile creatures nearby. Well, that priest needs to die. So does that other one. Doesn't really have any abilities I want to use. But we can get protection now. I didn't want to drink that! Alright. Protection. Get it off us. Alright. Let's get some slowing out. You kill one of the barbarian mages, expecting the other sliths to be deterred, if just for a moment. They are not. They press on even harder now. Barbarian chief standing in front of the altar seems to be surrounded by a massive impenetrable shield. Even if you could hurt him, you don't think the damage could last while that shield is up. You can feel some power building up near Laguerre. He must be about to do something. Alright. How about this? That works. Now, let's get a protection on the other one. Chic. Alright, and... yeah, step forward a bit. I'm going to use Bind again, but... I'm gonna try and hold off on doing it as much right now. There. Not really gonna try much else, except for that, I guess. Oh yeah, they're still doing that. Okay, I'll take that. Yep, that does just heal them up. Alright, you do nothing. Also, I noticed Ethass isn't exactly, in good shape, shall we say. I'm gonna try and get her to the mage. You do nothing. Wow. You kill the other of the barbarian mages. Now the barbarian chief looks slightly anxious. Not terribly, but just enough that you think you might be winning. His impenetrable shield is still intact, though. As long as that is up, you can do nothing. For a second time, you feel Laguerre building up the strength to do something, although you can't sense exactly what. There goes that one. You do nothing. Laguerre's massive lightning bolt tears through the Slith Chief's impenetrable shield. Now the Chief is as vulnerable as anybody else. You sense that if you can only slay this Chief, you'll be able to finish this combat. Vakos, now vulnerable and enraged, does something you've never seen before. He utters words of terrible magic, and you feel the air itself constrict around you. You suddenly can't move. No one else seems to be affected, though. You'll have to deal with this enemy from where you are standing. Oh! Great! So now I can't do anything, and most of my guys aren't even in reach. I can't do anything. Oh, you can move. You do nothing. You still can't move. Oh. I can't get any closer to them. Can I cast anything? I can't. I literally can't do anything from here. I cannot reach anyone. Can this do anything? I can hit that guy, but that's not far. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I hope this isn't a horrible choice, but... Oh, wait. That's actually a horrible idea. Wait, they're coming closer! Oh, wait. Because we caused damage. I think that we might be able to finish this off, though.
No! Nathaganth, take you!
Mortally wounded, the barbarian chief shrieks terrible words of curse, words that rush by too fast for you to understand. Laguerre! Laguerre! The word lingers in the air. Laguerre staggers, appearing propped up by the goddess's magic. He looks up at the Ethass inhabited by the goddess, and two sentences come from his mouth addressed to her. I love you, and I believe. With that, he dies. No one moves. Ethass and Pithos stare, eyes wide with horror, completely unable to do anything about what they are seeing. Vakos's lips curl into a smile. Then, with not another word of poison, the damage done, he dies as well. Everyone stands, motionless. There is no direction. Without Laguerre, what purpose is there? It was his vision, his desire that was driving everything. Then, slowly, solemnly, she speaks. I have been running for too long. It is time for me to face my demons. Seizing hold of you and Pithos, the goddess unleashes a bolt of magical energy shooting straight up into the sky. Then, in familiar fashion, you lift off the ground and begin to travel through the air, returning again to camp. You travel the entire distance in silent contemplation, not even looking down well enough to see more than blank cave floor. A crowd quickly assembles inside the temple again. They see the Pithos's ashen face, and whispers begin almost instantly that something has gone wrong. The goddess remains in control of Ethass's body, which causes some whispers too. Finally, when everyone is present, Pithos begins to speak.
Friends, Laguerre is dead.
No! What? I can't believe it. That's impossible. The room erupts into chaos almost instantly. Before long, Silthok has begun shouting, Hath-Nazriak! The Demon Queen! It's her fault! Pithos's voice thunders over the crowd.
Quiet! We must be civilized about this. I believe that she has an answer to our questions. Althanazaria?
I do. I have been known as Hath-Nazriak, the goddess says, or some variant on that name, for all the ages of this world. I was the consort of the demon king Nathaganth. Together we made all living things suffer, and we enjoyed it. But then I met Kalthas. The Kalthanad is more generous about my part in our conversation than the full truth would have been. I did not instruct Kalthas on virtue. He instructed me. Compassion, shame, regret. These are mortal feelings that were not familiar to me, a goddess. Kalthas touched me with his empathy. Instead of revealing myself to him as Hath-Nazriak and slaying him, I gave him my blessing to found his own empire. I never spoke to him again. He never knew who I was, or how he had changed me. I continued on as before for centuries, but I often thought of him. Because of him I revealed myself to some Sliths as Althanazaria, and even created a small cult of my goodness among the Sliths. Meanwhile as Hath-Nazriak, hurting them too. But then when Grahoth, one of Nathaganth's chief servants, invaded Avernum and was defeated, Nathaganth drew away. We have hardly spoken since, and I remembered the race of Calthas, especially the ones we corrupted, the descendants of this. Searching over Avernum for another who reminded me of Calthas, I found Laguerre, tucked away in the tunnels under Kbasi Kava, ready for my message. I spoke to him, and he was exactly like Calthas. The same idealism, the same compassion. After a moment's reverie, she resumes. The rest of the story you know. That is, save one detail. Ethass loved Laguerre, and so did I. She looks down now, embarrassed. I have been possessing Ethass's body to speak to Laguerre for some time. I am not sure that he ever really understood that we were not the same person. I know he loved at least one of us. I'm just not sure which one. Shh. And that is our story. That is who I am. Do what you will. What do you say? I'm not going to ask what any of this has to do with the Venata and the crystal pillars. It obviously has nothing to do with it.
Who are you now, Althanazaria or Athnazriak?
I am Althanazaria. I renounced my old life. This I promise to you.
Then you may stay.
Looking exhausted, Pithos says,
Please, everyone, get some rest. You have made ready to depart, and in a short time we will go. Cass and I must discuss, though.
As everyone else is filtering out, he addresses you.
You should get some rest, too. Come speak to me when you have slept. Then I will be able to tell you where we are going next.
You return to your tent and settle down for a brief respite. You drift to sleep, and in the middle of your rest you hear the voice of the goddess. Thank you for coming to my rescue. Since you aided me, I will grant you the ability to ask for my aid in turn. She whispers the secrets of an incredibly powerful blessing spell into your ears. You learn 2 levels of Divine Warrior. I also grant you one of the most powerful weapons a mortal can wield. A spear that I have personally blessed. One wielded by Calthas himself in the wars of conquest of Kitalos. You will find it beside you when you wake. I fear for the soul of Laguerre, who was so foully cursed by Vakos. Awake now, and find Pithos. With that you wake up, fully rested. Ho! Well, that answered a lot of questions. So Athnazriak and Althanazaria were the same person. It wasn't one or the other, it was both them. A dual god, in a way. They did sound very similar. So, Athnazriak basically had a change of heart then, thanks to the Sliffs. This would probably cause a lot of change in religious views, possibly even to the point of a schism, was this revealed to more Sliffs. But Laguerre's death, that is going to hit a lot of people very, very hard after all this happened. That was quite a bit. I did not expect all that to happen. I feel like we probably missed something in the tower we were in, especially because of that spell book, but I don't know what it is, and I don't know what we were supposed to do. As it is, I'm going to end this episode here. Next episode, we'll go around camp, talk with everyone, get more information, and find out what we're going to do next. But that'll be in the next episode, so until then, I'm Cheswick44, that is Fox, Sheik, Bonnie, and Draco. This has been a Blades of Avernum Let's Play, and I shall see you all next time.